Assalamu alaikum. So we are going to kick off here the new masjid and project update for the members of the community that are here present at the masjid and those of you who are on Zoom as well. We are going to start doing this every bi-monthly to provide the committee with some of the updates that are available regarding the project. So with that, please silence your phones, and also those of you who are on Zoom, I will ask you kindly to mute yourself and unmute yourself when you want to say something or ask a question. We will make that available we'll let the committee members to provide an update first, and then we are going to open up for question or Q&A. So we'll do our best to answer those questions based on the information that we have. So with that said, I'd say, inshallah, let's get started on time since we have a very short time to do this, since we have a seminar shortly after this. So, Jazakumullah khair. I'll pass it on to the members of the projects.
Assalamu alaikum. Bismillah. Salatu wassalamu ala Rasulullah. Just like to give last month update. So we expect this to possibly take maybe 15-20 minutes, and then it'll be open for questions. If you guys want to take some notes down, you can send the messages in to Zoom or ask verbally. So last month, what we presented was on the project committee update. We said that the construction would start mid-January, that we have 950,000, and the final phase would start after. As far as some of the fundraising efforts and dawah efforts, what we're trying to do is have these monthly newsletters. And on top of that, we will also have bi-monthly town hall meetings like this, so you guys can have any questions. If we start getting a lot of work that's done and a lot of questions that are coming in, then we can hold these monthly, inshallah. So with that, I'm just going to pass this to Brother Suhail, and he will give an update on the current project and how it's progressing, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Jazakallah khair, Brother Asad, for the opening, and Brother Tariq also. As Brother Asad mentioned, that we are going to work, about some updates about the project, the new masjid project, we are talking about specifically over here. As you all know, that last time when we did this kind of a town hall meeting, we updated the people that due to supply chain issue, we are running, not we, everybody in the, it's a world over kind of a situation where all the manufacturing, construction, everybody's running into those issues. So we are not the only one in this in this phase. But Alhamdulillah, the thing is that even though there are still, those issues are still there, but we have several meetings with the contractor Tri-North and other subcontractors also, and finally we get into agreement with them, and we push them to at least make some progress rather than just sitting idle or doing nothing or just waiting for the material to come and then start the work. So inshallah, next phase 5 will be starting mid to end of January this 2023, inshallah. This is what we have been communicated by the contractor Tri-North, and we are in the agreement with that. The scope of that phase is going to be rough wiring, so that all the electric wiring, whether it's a high voltage, low voltage, will take place, and we complete the wiring part as one of the activities or line item in this phase. Then once the wiring is done, then of course we'll start the drywall, putting up the drywalls there. Have a separate a third-party contract that we working pretty much finalize everything with them also to do the drywalls, and they will also build the mihrab inside the masjid for the area where Imam will be leading their prayer in main hall. Additionally, under their scope of work, we're gonna do the tiling, paint, and all that stuff will take place. So inshallah, the interior, the inner part will be in progress in this upcoming phase. We have contacted some interior designers also. They are providing us their feedback as well as in terms of how the interior design will look like and all those things. So all these things that I mentioned will be part of next upcoming phase. So starting somewhere in mid to end of January 2023, and the target completion date as of now, as the contractor mentioned, is somewhere towards the end of May 2023. Once this phase is done, then the remaining part will be to complete the project. And we have mentioned to our contractor that we are targeting to complete that as soon as possible. Ideal situation would be by the end of 2023, but still that isn't there. Again, it depends on the supply chain. Whenever we get what, if something is short, how we get it. So, I mean, and the contractor, we are doing our due diligence to make sure that we complete this project as soon as possible, because we know that everybody in the community, in fact, outside of community also, they're waiting anxiously to, inshallah, start praying in this new masjid. And inshallah, we will do that as soon as possible. So just bear with us, please. I know people have questions and they have concerns about that, but everything has khair in that, inshallah. Whatever is delays, that is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and there must be something good in this delay also, inshallah. So just stay tuned with us. As Asad mentioned, that we're going to have these town hall meetings every month. If people show more interest or there are more frequent updates, we'll do that to make sure that everybody on the same page with us. Otherwise, we at least will have maybe every once in a 2 months or once in a quarter that we will communicate to the community and other people through our newsletter. One more thing in the newsletter, if you are not part of this of our distribution, the newsletter that will send out, and you can find out over here in the masjid also, there are QR code. You can scan that and be a part of this also, so that you can get frequent updates from us as well. So that's what pretty much about the project, the current situation, and the next phase. And please feel free to visit the outer side, and if you want to go inside also, let us know. We can plan for you guys to take you inside and have a tour also inside too, whenever you guys are ready or whenever you want to do that. We'll be happy to do that to make sure that you know and you see the things, how the things are making progress and how they're working. I'm afraid that starting next phase, it will be difficult for us to take anybody inside, because when the construction is going on, then the contractor recommends not to go inside, liability issues or some other issues also. So that's where we are now with the project. If you have any question, please feel free to send us, or you can ask over this Zoom session also, or otherwise send email, or you can talk to any one of us over here in the Masjid Committee, and we'll be gladly to answer those questions. Abdul, do you have any updates on that?
Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalam. Most of the update, brother, Jazakallah khair, brother Suhail updated most of the detail. The only thing that I wanted just to add what he mentioned is, in last face-to-face meeting, I think we kind of discussed it, that we have to make a decision as a committee, as a community, to give these contractors to go ahead and finish this masjid once and for all, at least 2023. And brother Suhail touch and base on that. We as a team were making all the preparation to make that decision and then come to you and update you. However, it's not only the supply issue that we have a problem with. The two phases, or this phase brother Suhail just described, we have most of the money, but after that we will be run out of money. So fundraising will be basically very important, but we cannot say anything now until we know exactly what the second or third phase will cost. Then inshallah, we're waiting the ballpark how much the total amount will be if we have intention to finish the masjid entirely this year, 2023. And when that is available, I think the next updates will provide that, and everybody should be, inshallah, engaged fundraising.
Jazakallah khair. So for project update, I think you guys, if you have any questions, you can bring them up. I will give the update from the masjid and all the programs that have been going on. So starting with the fundraising update, Alhamdulillah, we've gotten some masajids in the Chicago area to provide us a Friday where Sheikh can give a khutbah and also fundraise. These are some big massages, Jummah Foundation. We've already gone to Makkah Center. That's what we updated last time. And there are some smaller massages too. But every time we go to any one of these, alhamdulillah, we're able to raise at least more than $10,000. So it's definitely worth. There is a YouTube under 30-second clip that we've made, but we need 450 more subscribers. So please forward your contacts. If every one of us can get maybe 5 or 6, inshallah, we can get 1,000 subscribers to our channel, and then we can start marketing it. That's where we lack right now. The newsletter that I'm reading off of, this will be sent out to the community, inshallah, tonight. And it will have the link. Also, every email that Brother Tariq sends out that comes from the secretary, it has this link. So please, if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Next, we have the monthly donations, which is the campaign that we ran in Ramadan, last Ramadan. And we are up to 330, alhamdulillah. That is $1 million secured. There are some who are not able to, but it gives us, we're able to plan. If we know that we're going to get $250 coming in from 200 brothers, worst case, that we can plan and make sure that we can kick the work off with TriNorth. So we will keep that going. 500, another 170 slots left. So please spread the message, see if we can get the 500 slots over. Friday lunch. We have 4 brothers who have promised to make sure that we can hold these Friday lunches. They add $200 to $300 easily. So every effort counts. If you're interested, please reach out to us. You can reach out to me. My direct number will be on the news flyer. Brother Tariq, you can email him, or just anytime you're in the masjid, just reach out to us. Then I'll go on to, that was the fundraising update. Dawah, there's been a lot of work that the Dawah committee has been working on. It's great. Today we will have the how to give a Dawah seminar starting. So today and tomorrow, you're all welcome to join. It'll be in the masjid. We're also getting Dawah flyers distributed to the libraries in the Madison area. Inshallah, this is there's a lot of khair in all of this, and any effort that we can do to spread the word, it's important for all of us. Lastly, in the Dawah committee update, we will do our best to hold bi-monthly open houses. So the last one was actually held in November. Inshallah, maybe in January we can hold it. I'll go on to Sunday school. There was a lot of, so Sunday school currently is set up that it's a joint effort between MAM providing the place. We have some parent volunteers, and then the masjid has a say in what is taught at the Sunday school. So Sheikh and Mustafa Hassan, they look through the curriculum, and they also do their best to send volunteers, teachers, to the Sunday school. Sunday school is held at the MAM Masjid right now, at the MAM facility, Medina Academy facility, in one of their west wings. And there's some uncertainty if they will stay there. So we have our Sunday school house that's next to the new masjid, where we used to hold the Sunday school. There was a lot of furniture, it wasn't used during COVID time. So we went ahead last month and did a massive clean out. There were at least 3 truckload of junk, basically, for lack of a better word, was thrown away. Inshallah, we're cleaning it up. We need some help from the community, especially labor help, and we can get that going, inshallah, soon. Maybe in the new year, we should be ready. As far as the Masjid Sunnah's social committee update, we will have an Afghani culture night held next Saturday here. A lot of these culture night events, they have been very popular before, so we're bringing them back on. After that, we will hold Indonesia night, and then inshallah, in the February sort of time, we will have Gambia. So inshallah, and any other, anyone who's interested in organizing this, you can reach out to us and we can hold it anytime, inshallah. Ski trip, we're trying to organize or negotiate some rates with Cascade, being a nonprofit, so planning's underway. Inshallah, once we get some snow, we can take a group. As far as youth committee update, Young Muslims is a chapter that we have in the masjid for both boys and girls now. So Sisters Young Muslim was kicked off early November, and they will be holding a winter halaqah. This is starting, actually, this will be today at 5 p.m. Upstairs in the masjid. The YM Brothers held a halaqah, and this was a very popular halaqah. They had good questions and answers, and this was on how to control nafs and temptations, and this was led by Sheikh. Inshallah, we will be holding more halaqahs in the coming months. Otherwise, I think I have that completes the update. We also hold Fajr breakfast every Saturday in the masjid, and then there's also a hike group. So after Fajr hike group, we go through, within 30 to 40 minutes, we'll take a group, and it is beautiful just being out after the Fajr time. And otherwise, that's all I have. If we have any questions, you are welcome to bring up any questions that you like.
Assalamu alaikum. For those of you who are on Zoom, if you have any question, feel free to unmute yourself and ask questions regarding the project first. And then if we have time after that, we can open it up to any general question you might have about the activities and the other events. So I know we have a few people on Zoom.
Assalamu alaikum. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you. Go ahead. Please state your name. Okay. Someone else wants to step in, go ahead.
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Yeah, assalamu alaikum.
Yeah, this is Uday. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Assalamu alaikum, Uday.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. So my question, just to be quick to the point, do we have a definitive date for when the masjid is going to start, regardless of fundraising and how much money we have?
Jazakallah, brother, for asking this question. As long as the funds that we have available in Masjid account right now for the new project is around 1.1 million that we have available right now. We have still a little payments that we need to pay Tri-North from the last couple phases. We are good with that. We are good with the next phase, that phase 5 I just described a little bit earlier. We have the money to pay that as well. Now, once that phase is done, then of course we need the some more funds to finish the project. And as I said earlier, the next phase that is going to start in mid to end of January is targeted, inshallah, to be completed by mid to end of May 2023. And then the last phase will start right after that, inshallah. And we are waiting from the contractor to provide us the numbers of the last phase. As soon as we have those numbers, we will share with the community, definitely, similar to having the similar kind of a meeting like townhouse, and then we'll share those information in there also. So we are doing our best. We are targeting our best. Allah knows the best. I mean, what is good for us and what is good for everybody, but we are pushing our side from our side to have this done by the end of 2023. But again, there are so many factors of it. If we don't, I mean, due to any reason, if we still don't meet that deadline, we are doing our best. Trust me on that. Everybody is doing more than their capacity over here. But if still it get delayed beyond that, then it's the things are beyond our control. But trust me, we can assure you that we are doing our best to complete it by the end of 2023, inshallah. Hope I answer your question. Right. So as Brother Abdul Wahid reminded me that, I mean, it all depends on the, as I said earlier, the supply chain issue and plus the funds that we need to complete the last phase also. As Brother Asad mentioned in his briefing that we have 330 slots taken over as of last Ramadan. We still have about 170 to be filled in. And please spread the news to anyone you know who can help us filling those slots. And beyond that, I think once that, because everybody committed for 1 year donation under that campaign, 250 for 500. So if you guys can continue beyond that year also, that'll be awesome, because that will generate the funds by itself and it's not a burden to anybody. Inshallah, I hope that everybody is staying with good health and with good finances also. They can still continue beyond once they are done with this, with the last time campaign. And that's what we encourage you all also to please continue. Do not stop your donation, but you have to tell us that you want to continue, because we have a deadline for you guys, for everybody, when they started, and 12 months from there, and the system will stop their payments. So please get back to us and let us know that you want to continue. We want you to continue to participate in this project and continue your donation. Inshallah, we will complete that. We are pretty much close to that, inshallah.
Jazakallah khair. Any other questions, please? Go ahead. Yeah, so the question is, what are our plans for the current building that we're in? So we've had few conversations, but with Board of Trustees, we are actually holding a meeting this Monday on what are our options. It is an asset, you know, if we're able to use it and use it in a way that it sustains the new masjid, it would help us in the long run. And that is definitely, it's a great question. It's just, we don't have a fixed answer for it yet. But we do have a few options. There have been others who have reached out and said, hey, I'm willing to buy it. But we're trying to get it to a point that we can sustain ourselves in the long run. And that discussion will be held on Monday. So I will have a better idea maybe end of next week if you just touch base with me, inshallah. Any other general questions that you guys would have? I think, mashallah, we got a lot of people online. Yeah, please, NZ, who's that? Go ahead. You can unmute yourself and just ask the question.
Assalamu alaikum, Asad, Sohail Bhai and Abdi Wahid. This is Najib. My question is, Jazakallah for all the hard work that you guys are doing. My question is, if Alhamdulillah, you guys are going to Chicago and collecting some of the funds from them, along with 330 people who are also contributing, how much has already been collected and how much is still needed, apart from 170 more people contributing in that? Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam, Brother Najib. Thank you for the question. We have in our system, in our bank system, that how much we have collected so far, how much is still there, but I can give you a rough idea on that, all the collections we started from last Ramadan. So by next Ramadan, pretty much most of it will be done, not beyond that, unless you guys restart your collection and send us the confirmation that you want to continue for another year. That the numbers will be, we can share the numbers next time in the newsletter, inshallah, that how much we have collected under that campaign. But as I gave you the high level information, 1.1 million we have in the account right now. That includes our effort to go out in other masajid to do the fundraisers over there. And that also includes the same campaign, 250 for 500, the chart that Brother Hassan mentioned earlier. We still have about 170 to complete those spots. And one thing I want to clarify over here is that when we say 250 for 500 and 330 are committed, don't just multiply 250 for 12 years and times 330, that much money we have. No, there are so many slots over there where people cannot really make it to 250. So multiple people or a family join that slot. So it's not that one person only, it is maybe more than one, or maybe 3, 4, 5 people who join that effort and contribute into that, combining into that. So not that every individual is paying 250 for that. So just wanted to clarify that also. Yeah, to answer other question, as they just reminded me, Najib, is that last time when we visit Makkah Masjid, alhamdulillah, we got more than 40,000 from there. That was the thing, a collection from the last fundraise that we did. And alhamdulillah, people were generous over there. They donated, alhamdulillah. And but still, Madison community is better than anybody else. Definitely, they are doing their best to survive. I mean, for the effort for this great cause. And as Brother Hassan mentioned, that we have planned to go in next year in January. There are a few other masajid that we are trying to go. Allah knows best and better than how much we're gonna get it there, but we will do our best on that to make sure that we collect as much as we can. And all the volunteers are very helpful in that. The team is entirely, very dedicated to make this effort. So inshallah, Jazakallah khair.
I think
Jazakallah khair.
one last thing that I'd just like to mention that on that note is last time we reported 956,000 that we had in the account for the project. Since then, there are some that we have been getting. So we reached 1 million. 1.1 million. So 1.1 million is in the project account. This will complete the phase 5. So just wanted to make clear that that money that we have right now will, not all of it, will be using the phase 5 construction, which would end around May time. That's what we're targeting, inshallah.
Also,
Also,
there are
can-
messages in the message on the Zoom meeting. If you guys can answer that, Jazakallah again.
Asad, can you please very quickly remind us what is phase 5?
Yeah, phase 5 includes, actually, you guys, phase 5.
So as I just mentioned earlier, brother, that the phase 5 comprise of rough electrical, 2 meters of concrete, 1 meter of concrete, 1 meter of steel, 1 meter of concrete, 1 meter of steel, 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 1 That is the first thing, one of the main tasks. Then drywalls, and then paint, tiles, fixtures like bathroom fixtures and wudu area fixtures. So those things are majority of the phase 5 that we are targeting into that. And this is a lot of in there also. So these are the main visible items or the activities or the tasks, the part of the phase 5, inshallah.
So I'm gonna come here to the camera so people can see me. So there was a question regarding the YouTube channel. Why are we asking for people to subscribe and help us, right? So we're trying to do a better job, and we're doing our best effort in continue to expand our YouTube content. If you go there, usually I'm trying to recruit some folks to help me with streaming. We try to stream every Friday Jum'ah khutbah on YouTube live. And then also those khutbah, they stay in YouTube. So those of you who's not familiar with the channel, you can go there and see all the khutbah from the sheikh there. And also, as we continue to do halaqas and programs and so on, we try to make it also available on the YouTube channel, so you can have it at your convenient, you can watch it and so on. Even we're gonna try to record the seminar, the Dawah seminar today. So there will be continuous effort to increase the content that are on YouTube. So for that reason, we try to also increase the number of subscribers, so we can have also YouTube as a mean for us to raise some fund, and also to have the option to where people can donate directly to us via YouTube. The same thing, we are trying to utilize other social media such as Facebook and other. However, some of those there is a restriction as far as a number of subscribers and so on. So we're continue to trying to explore other options, other ways to continue our fundraising, so we can continue to raise funds for the masjid and so on. So that's the question about the YouTube. If you have any follow-up, feel free to ask it. Otherwise, I'll pass it on to to the next question.
Just the next question that we have in there is construction happening as we are collecting money? And is the interior going to be completed first so that we can use the masjid? I'll let the project committee answer that, please.
I just want to try to answer the question and also clarify some of the stuff that, let's see, we all wanted this masjid to be finished. But originally, the only issue I want to maybe Allah help me to make it very clear. The contractor, Tri-North, building this masjid can finish this masjid anytime, as long as we give them the go-ahead and we have the money to complete it. This was the issue, the beginning of the construction until now. The only issue we have today is as soon as we have collected money, we were dealing a supply chain issue that they couldn't get the stuff right away. Now, while we are waiting those supplies to come in, we ask them, we don't want to sit around and wait. When the supply comes, we start the work. We have to do something. That's why we came up an agreement that they start doing the rough electrical and provide a temporary power to the building so they can at least turn on the heater and cooler, so the drywall and at least the tile can be start working on. Then sooner or later, hopefully that equipment will come, the real one, and then they will put it in. What's left? The elevator, all the finishing, lighting, the doors and all that stuff. All that requires money. This phase, we have the money. But the second phase to finish the masjid, we are short. That's why, as a team, we're trying to figure out to say, look, Tri-North, give us actually the total amount to complete this masjid completely. Once we get that number, we're waiting. Yesterday, we had a meeting with them, and they were supposed to provide that final number. They haven't. As soon as they get that number total, we are able to sit in front of the community and say, in order to finish this masjid, this is the phases. We have this much, the rest is going to cost us this. Should we give these guys go ahead, sign the contract, let them finish the masjid, and then we start raising that money. That's the dilemma that now we have. So I just want to be clear. I and all the brothers, really, we are into to finish this masjid. We want the masjid to be finished, but we have to be careful. To finish the masjid, we have to have the money. If we don't have the money, we can make an agreement with this team and say, guys, finish the masjid, we'll pay you in a year, but then the community has to push themselves to make sure that amount is available once they finish the masjid and pay for it. Now, the updates we're providing you is the last amount of money we collected from the community and what we could do for this money. We can complete only the phase 5, as the brother in Suhail already explained, which is the rough electrical, the dry walls, and the tiles. They didn't want to do anything until the electrical supply comes. That's why we put our foot down and say, no, we can't just sit around and wait. So now we came up, alhamdulillah, an agreement to do the rough electrical, provide the temporary power so the dry walls and the tiles can take place. And then we are short for with money. We don't have it. That's why we just go back to them and say, good, give us the total amount to complete this masjid. Once that number is available, next meeting with the community member, we will provide that. And we have to all agree to give these guys go ahead. Then we know exactly when the masjid will be finished and we can pray in. Jazakumullahu khair.
Well, if you don't have questions, I have a question, Abdul Wahid, if you don't.
Go ahead, brother.
Is the go ahead to me?
Yes.
Okay. This is not trying to be difficult or anything. We, as you said, we're all trying to do our best here. Okay, so I'm just trying to make sense of what you said about the supply chain. I mean, this is not a very big project. Okay, and we see around us here projects much bigger than this, and they don't have this issue. So, with this contractor that you have, did you have any plan in place, like in case they don't commit to the date that we are asking them to turn in this project to us? Did you have any plan to depart from them and find somebody else who's able to provide us with whatever materials that we have? It seems to me that it's hard for me to buy that it is a supply issue. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to be very honest. So that's number one comment. And in your answer, you made it sound, is it money issue or is it a supply issue? So I probably want to clarify that, and also clarify on, is the contractor that we have a small contractor that he doesn't have this, or what's going on?
Jazakallah khair. What was the name, brother? I know this voice. Who? Uday. Tri-Nord is actually a big contract company. They are able to get any supplies that any contractor can get it. We thought that maybe they're having an issue, and we reach out different companies all the way to Chicago to figure it out if this is a fake or this is a reality. The majority of, in fact, this is a national issue. The entire community of the United States is dealing with this problem. Chicago, we had contractors who actually give us a hope that they will be able to provide exactly what Tri-Nord couldn't get. And we pull our money, hold on, and they say, okay, we're going to get those supplies. After 3 weeks back and forth, they finally say, no, we can't get it. It's going to take you 50 weeks to get that supply. So this supply issue things is real. It has nothing to do with Tri-Nord. And Tri-Nord is, as you guys can Google it, look up, is one of the bigger company in at least Midwest. They're able to do whatever any other general contractor can do. But the supply issue, it is real, especially electrical supply. And it takes, at least our part, it was 70 weeks wait. Now it changed to 50. So, but we didn't want to just say, okay, it takes 70 weeks to get this supply. Let's wait 70 weeks and then start the project. We say, no, do something now. At least when the supply comes, we're at least at the very close to finish the masjid. So that is the dilemma. The other part, yes, if this supply comes and we finish the money we have, The remaining stuff needs to be done, need money, and we will provide that detail, inshallah. Go ahead.
Jazakallah khair. There's another question about fundraising and grants. Have we reached out to any grants that would be, helping us create or help us with the new masjid? Answer is no. If you have some, leads, please let us know. We will accept grants. We are a 501c, a non-profit organization. We can take grants. There is some effort to get the security, paid for by grants, but there's a lot of.
Sorry, they keep making me appear under the camera. So just a minor correction to Brother Asad, since I'm the secretary and I'm receiving the email on the check, just a minor correction. We do get some grants. We do get funding from public fundings and also other areas. Obviously, those numbers are very limited, but we are getting some funds from various different grants, also some financial firms, and also some mutual funds that people have contributed their dollars amount towards the masjid, and specifically to the construction of the new masjid. So that's what I just wanted to correct it. Let me disappear. We have a limited time here. We're getting ready to do our Dhuhr prayer. So for those of you who have any more question, we have literally about 3 minutes more. If you have a question, please feel free to ask. Otherwise, we'll try to end this meeting so we can pray Dhuhr, inshallah. We will have another meeting here in another 2 months or so.
Brother Tariq, this question is for you. My only question is, Brother Tariq, this question is for you. When did you guys announce about this meeting via email, or was it just this morning sending in a WhatsApp message?
Yeah, this event was made announced via email, also through Jum'ah khutbahs, and also on Facebook, and also on the WhatsApp group. Yeah. Did I miss anything else? Yeah. So we try to announce it every meeting, Ambassador. Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll continue to have those on a regular schedule. So yeah, we will continue to provide, and also we are currently, as you can see, recording this meeting as well. So we will make it available on the YouTube channel for the viewer, for folks who can hear it and update it, and we'll continue to do that to inform the community and stay engaged with them, with the member of the community, to let them know what's going on. And if you have any questions, so feel free to send us an email or to the any of us. We'll be happy to address any questions you have or see us. All right, so we're getting close here to Dhuhr prayer, inshallah. So with that said, I want to thank you for those of you who participated online. I appreciate it. Appreciate those of you who asked questions and those of you who are present here at the masjid. So jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.